Hello, good evening. Thank you for joining me again. Just over 6 months ago, May the 5th to be precise, because I looked it up, in my thought for the day, I talked about a little phrase that had been turning up regularly on Facebook. You know, the way that people take an inspiring or thought-provoking sentence and turn it into a little sign with a nice outline and an attractive background. And this one had really grabbed my attention. It said, "It's okay not to be okay." At that stage, we were about 6 weeks into the first lockdown. The novelty had really worn off, and there was no certainty about when the lockdown would end or what life would look like when it did. And that uncertainty was causing a lot of us, in one way or another, not to be okay. And that was okay. In the last few days, I've been doing a lot of work on Christmas, both home and family related. And one of the things I've been doing is planning a crib service, which will be recorded and will go out on Christmas Eve at the time when we would normally have held the event in the big church in Wareham. It's been fun planning it. There are so many ideas out there in cyberspace of how to do things well online, and it is something that I really quite enjoy. I've enjoyed getting emails from other people who are happy to record bits and pieces to be part of it. I've enjoyed batting ideas around with the rest of my church team. I have enjoyed cruising around all the websites that are offering free downloads of pre-recorded Christmas carols and the variety of musical styles that they've given me to choose from. But all of a sudden this afternoon, I remembered how it was before. I remembered the glorious chaos of more than 100 small children and their associated adults filling up the church, many dressed as nativity characters. Do you know, it is such fun seeing elderly adults who are prepared to wear a sheep mask for at least one day in the year. I remembered the moment of panic a couple of years ago that we got to about 3 minutes before the service was due to start, and still no one had volunteered to play the part of Joseph. I won't tell you who did it in the end, but if you're out there, I am sure you will remember this. And I remembered the entranced expressions of people of all ages after the service as they paused for a moment in front of the crib scene, experiencing something that looked like it might have been a bit special. Now we are almost 10 months on from the start of lockdown number 1. And today, just for a few minutes, I really wished that someone would put out on Facebook a little sign with a nice outline and an attractive background that said, "It's still okay not to be okay." So, Advent, the season that we're in now, it is partly about looking back to the time 2000 years or so ago when God came to be a person like us. But it's also very much about looking forward to the day when Jesus has promised that he will come again and put everything right. In the here and now, it is still okay not to be okay. But it's always important not to let go of looking forwards with hope, because that's what Jesus offers, hope, always, everywhere, and however okay or not okay you might be feeling right now. So as ever, I'm going to finish with a prayer. And as ever, if you'd like to make it yours, feel free to stick an amen in the comments at the bottom. God of hope, help us to know your presence with us, especially when we're not feeling okay. And help us to remember that there is always hope with you. Amen. Thanks for joining me. See you again tomorrow, I hope. Bye for now.